Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, and thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak today. My name is Satoshi Miyano, and I represent the Japanese Ministry of Internal Affairs and Communications. So this is the first time to come to the UK, and I'm very excited to be here, and I'm amazed by the beauty of the city of Cambridge. And first, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the organizers of the 6G Symposium, as well as to everyone who contribute to making this event reality. I think your efforts to bring together global stakeholders to discuss the future of digital infrastructure is essential. So today, the importance of the Japan-UK relationship is greater than ever. So before going to the main topic, I would like to take this opportunity to reflect on our growing collaboration between Japan and UK relationship. In January of this year, the government of Japan, including our ministry, held the third Japan-UK Digital Partnership Ministerial Meeting with UK DSIT, Department of Science and Innovation Technology. At this meeting, we issued a joint statement outlining a strategic path forward for bilateral cooperation, especially in the field of the 6G technologies. Also, building on this momentum, earlier this month, we convened a Japan-UK R&D workshop on the sideline of MWC Mobile World Congress in Barcelona. The workshop focused on key enabling technologies for 6G, including AI, photonic communication systems, and NTNs. Participants shared insights on the latest efforts and discussed concrete pathways for joint research initiatives between our two countries. Our cooperation is not limited to bilateral ones, but also extends to more broad multilateral frameworks. One good example is GCOT, Global Coalition on Telecommunications, comprising Japan, UK, US, Australia, and Canada. At last year's GCOT meeting, we focused on Open RAN and AI as our primary topics. The UK, serving as chair, worked closely with Japan to lead discussions on 6G technologies and that incorporate AI, and this collaboration resulted in the publication of concrete deliverables in this January. Under this multi-layered partnership, I'm here today from Japan to further strengthen our bilateral collaboration with the UK in the area of advanced technologies, digital infrastructures, including 6G. While the global political landscape remains uncertain, the need for cooperation in the digital domain is one of the few areas of broad international consensus. The rise of AI, the urgency of cybersecurity, and the need for resilient and reliable networks are shared global concerns. We must not only ensure that the continued and secure deployment of 5G, but also accelerate and preparation for the next generation 6G. Let me now turn to the Japanese vision for 6G, so please refer to the slide I've shared, and this one. In recent years, we have seen remarkable advances in artificial intelligence, especially with the emergence of generative AI models such as ChatGPT. These general-purpose AI systems have demonstrated impressive capabilities and offer wide applications across many fields. At the same time, however, we recognize that they also present some important challenges. Firstly, these systems require significant computational power and energy, so which can result in extremely high operating costs. And secondly, environmental impact is becoming a serious concern, especially due to the large amounts of energy consumed during training and inference. And thirdly, there are risks related to misinformation or bias in the output, which could raise ethical and social issues. In order to address these concerns, we believe that the future AI development will move toward smaller, more distributed, and more specialized systems. In areas such as healthcare, logistics, urban planning, environmental monitoring, and legal services, it may be more effective to implement AI that is tailored to specific needs, which is systems that can operate in real time and support human decision making in each domain. To realize such a future society, we need to rethink and redesign the information and communication infrastructure that support it. In other words, we must build a network architecture that can serve as the foundation for AI-driven society. Now, let us move on to the next slide. Japan envisions a next-generation network architecture and that is AI native, including the use of multi-layer networks supported by three key technologies. Firstly, radio access networks, or LAN, and secondly, non-terrestrial networks, or NTN, including high-altitude platform stations, or hubs, and satellites. And thirdly, all-photonic networks, or APN, which provide ultra-low latency and high-energy efficiency. So let me briefly explain each of the components. The first component of LAN is the foundation of ground-level connectivity, linking smartphones, sensors, and various devices, robots. With 6G, we expect this layer to provide even faster, more reliable, and low-latency connections essential for future digital service. Secondly, non-terrestrial network (NTN) will extend network coverage beyond the ground, using platforms like hubs and satellites. This will allow us to deliver connectivity even remote or hard-to-reach areas, such as mountainous regions, islands, and during emergencies. Third, all-photonic networks, APN, I think this is the key, will serve as the backbone of future networks. By creating end-to-end optical paths between data centers and edge computing nodes, APNs can enable extremely fast and energy-efficient communication. This is especially important for the supporting distributed AI systems and utilizing renewable energy sources. By combining these three layers, LAN, NTN, or APN, we aim to create a network environment where AI systems can access the data and computational resources they need wherever they are needed. Such infrastructure will help us address a wide range of societal challenges, including those related to healthcare, disaster response, and energy management. We believe we are now standing at the turning point, and to move beyond the limitation of general-purpose AI, we must build a trustworthy and sustainable AI society, and the key to the future lies in the network and foundation we build today. Developing this 6G-oriented network architecture is not only a matter of advanced technology, but it's also a strategic effort to shape our society and our future. In closing, Japan is fully committed to working with the United Kingdom and other like-minded partners to explore and design the future architecture of 6G network. We look forward to continued dialogue and new initiatives for collaboration in these important areas. Thank you very much for your kind attention.